Close your eyes and imagine a horizon purged of the black, suffocating soot of the industrial age. No more coal-fired chimneys scarring the skyline. No more shimmering heat waves rising from the burning of ancient fossils. Imagine instead a sky that vibrates with a subtle, invisible power. A world where every machine, every vessel, and every home draws its life force directly from the atmosphere itself. There are no tangled wires, no heavy lithium batteries, and no explosive fuel tanks. Now shift your gaze to the map of the Middle East. Imagine those vast golden sands remaining undisturbed by the steel drills of Western empires. What if the most brutal, blood-soaked conflicts of the 20th century, wars fought over black gold, never actually happened because the prize they sought was suddenly, overnight, rendered worthless? Welcome to the Fate Flip History, the place where we pull a single thread from the tapestry of time and watch the entire world unravel. Tonight, we dive into the ultimate what if. What if Nikola Tesla's grandest vision had actually succeeded? The year is 1905, a pivotal moment in human history. On the cliffs of Shoreham, Long Island, the Wardenclyffe Tower stands as a giant, mushroom-shaped skeleton of steel, its copper crown reaching 187 feet toward the heavens. In our timeline, this is where the dream died. J.P. Morgan, the titan of finance, grew cold and calculated. He realized he couldn't put a meter on energy that traveled through the air for free. He pulled the funding. The tower was demolished for scrap, and Tesla died alone in a hotel room, a penniless, tragic genius. But in this reality, the flip happens. Morgan isn't scared of a free world. He is hungry for a total, global monopoly. He realizes that while the energy is free from the Earth, the transmitters are his. He sees a future where he controls the very air the world breathes. The funding flows. On a humid, heavy July night in 1905, Tesla pulls the lever. The sky above Long Island doesn't just flicker, it erupts in a haunting, ethereal violet aurora that can be seen as far away as Connecticut. 10 miles from the tower, light bulbs buried deep in the soil begin to glow with a fierce, white-hot intensity, drawing power from the ground itself without a single copper wire. The world wireless system isn't just a theory anymore. It is the pulse of a new civilization. Tesla is no longer a footnote. He is the undisputed architect of the second millennium. The success of Wardenclyffe sets off a geopolitical earthquake that swallows the 20th century as we know it, rewriting the fate of nations in 3 profound ways. First, the total collapse of the carbon empire. By 1920, the oil industry is not just dying, it is a walking corpse. Rockefeller's Standard Oil, once the most powerful entity on Earth, collapses into bankruptcy as the demand for kerosene and gasoline evaporates. The internal combustion engine, the noisy, dirty heart of our world, becomes a museum curiosity, replaced by Tesla's silent, high-frequency induction motors. Consequently, the strategic necessity of the Middle East vanishes instantly. When the Ottoman Empire eventually fades, there are no British or French diplomats sitting in dark rooms with maps and rulers. There is no Sykes-Picot agreement, no artificial borders drawn to secure oil pipelines, and no puppet regimes installed to protect Western interests. The sands remain quiet. The seeds of a century of holy wars, resource coups, and regional instability are never even planted. The Middle East remains a world of tradition, untouched by the frantic greed of the oil age. Second, the evolution of the invisible war. Do not be fooled. Humanity does not find peace, it only finds new ways to fight. Without the need to secure physical oil fields or supply lines, the traditional mechanics of World War II are unrecognizable. There is no desperate drive for the Baku oil fields or the refineries of North Africa. Instead, the battlefield shifts to the ionosphere. The teleforce, or death ray that Tesla once whispered about in our world, becomes the primary deterrent of this one. Armies no longer rely on heavy, fuel-dependent tanks. They deploy massive, mobile induction platforms that hover and pulse with electromagnetic energy. The Cold War isn't a race for nuclear missiles, but a race for frequency dominance. Nations fight to hijack each other's power grids from across the globe, or use atmospheric manipulation to trigger droughts and storms. Peace is maintained not by the fear of a mushroom cloud, but by the fear of a global blackout. Third, the rise of the hyper-connected global village. By the 1950s, the Tesla net has leaped forward, bypassing the need for telephone lines or primitive cables. Information and power are delivered simultaneously to every square inch of the planet. There is no developing world defined by a lack of infrastructure. A nomadic tribe in the deep Sahara and a high-rise executive in a neon-lit New York have the exact same access to the sum of human knowledge and energy. However, this utopia has a dark side. The Earth is constantly bathed in a high-frequency electromagnetic shroud. The long-term biological cost is a mystery, leading to a human race that is intellectually and technologically godlike, yet physically delicate. We live in a world that literally hums, a constant low-frequency vibration that reminds every living soul that they are tethered to the grid. Look around your room in this fate-flip reality. The first thing you notice is the cleanliness. There is no dust from carbon combustion and no tangle of charging cables behind your desk. Your version of a smartphone is a simple, elegant pane of glass that never needs a battery. It is constantly fed a stream of micropulses from the Wardenclyffe repeaters stationed on every street corner. Outside, the silence of the city is almost eerie. There is no roar of traffic, only the ghost-like whoosh of magnetic levitation pods gliding silently above the pavement. But look at the global map on your screen. The Middle East is a collection of ancient, powerful, and fiercely isolationist caliphates, wealthy not from oil, but from their control of historical trade routes and their refusal to join the global electromagnetic web. The world's superpowers aren't those with the largest navies, but those who own the most powerful resonance hubs. We have achieved infinite energy, but we have become total prisoners of the broadcast. The sky above you isn't truly blue anymore. During the day, it holds a faint, shimmering haze, and at night, it glows with a permanent, dim violet light, the signature of a world that can never, ever be turned off. Nikola Tesla dreamed of giving humanity a gift of fire from the heavens. But as we've seen here on the Fate Flip history, every gift comes with a hidden price tag. In this alternate timeline, we traded the bloody wars of the oil age for a world of total electronic surveillance and atmospheric weaponry. We traded the smog of the Industrial Revolution for a world that never sleeps, never disconnects, and never finds true silence. Was it a fair trade? Would you choose this clean, humming, yet strangely haunting world over the one we inhabit today? Or are we, as a species, simply destined to find new and more complex reasons to divide ourselves? Walk into the comments and let us know your theories. Your imagination is what keeps the gears of history turning. If you want to see more worlds transformed by a single moment of fate, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join us here at the Fate Flip History. Until next time, stay curious and keep questioning the reality you think you know.